Hey, welcome back to another Titus Diorama and action figure review. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Deluxe Maestro from Hasbro Marvel Legends. So let's get to it. As you can see, Maestro comes in that big window box packaging that we've come to expect from Hasbro that allows you to see the figure and any accessories that it does come with. The side of the packaging has some really nice artwork. The back of the packaging has that same artwork blown up with a quick bio about Maestro itself. And that's it for the packaging. Now, the one thing I want to point out that the Deluxe figures are basically Build-A-Figures, but being sold on their own. I do think this is great on Hasbro's part because it saves people from having to buy a full wave of figures that they may or may not want in order to get the big figure at the end. So let's take Maestro out of the packaging and take a better look. Alright, so here is Maestro out of the packaging. Now let's first and foremost take a look at the accessories he does come packaged with, and then we'll take a look at the actual figure himself. Now really, he comes packaged with two sets of hands, the opened hands here and the fisted hands, both sculpted really well. They have the veins, everything in them, and they look really, really nice. The other accessory you can say is the fact that he has this chain around his neck or necklace around his neck, and that can be an accessory because you can pop his head off and take that off, so you can display him in a couple different ways. But that's it for the accessories. For the actual figure himself, now I'm going to admit I don't have a lot of Hulk figures. This is going to be my third Hulk figure. I have the Hulk figure from the 2-pack from the first appearance with Wolverine. I have She-Hulk, the green version, and now Maestro here. So I don't know if any of these parts are reused. I know the head sculpt is new. I believe the upper body is new as well, but I could be wrong, and if I am, leave a comment in the comments below letting me know. Articulation and sculpt on this guy is really, really well done. The shading that they've done on it looks really nice. I would have liked if they had done something a little bit more with the veins, just to kind of make them pop out. They are there, but they are a little hard to see. And if they had just used maybe a lighter color or a darker color, just to kind of highlight those so they made them pop out a little bit more, would be great. But the shading all over the body here looks really nice. They've also done it on the back as well, which sometimes they do skip out on doing the back side, so it does look a little weird when you're posing them in a fighting scene or whatever from the back side. With that, I do have a little bit of a brown smudge here. I'm not sure where that came from. It was like that right out of the packaging. And the gauntlet here on this side does have a little bit of a ding on it. Now that could just be, I'm taking another look at the gauntlets. I think that is actually just the sculpting of the actual gauntlets. Yes, it is. So they're showing some battle damage there. I didn't notice that until now. That's really cool that they have that there. Again, sculpting, amazing. I'm really impressed by the articulation on this guy. Now, the head itself is on a double ball peg. The sculpting does hinder you being able to move it up very far or down very far, but it does move enough for a big guy. And the face sculpt here looks amazing. They've done great coloration. The hair looks amazing as well. The arms and the shoulders are actually on a butterfly joint. I didn't realize it when I took it out of the packaging, but until I started playing around with them. Yeah, he's on a butterfly joint. And the way that they've designed it is it goes farther back, and so they kind of hit it in the front here. I get why they did that, because they don't want to break up the sculpting here, and they did a reasonably well job of being able to hide it back here. I wish that they had continued with the the highlighting here as they did with the spray that they put on here on the back. And again, I wish they had done that on kind of the back of the arms here, just to kind of hide that a little bit more, but it is there. And it's pretty cool because you can get him in some of those like jumping forward poses, which is really cool. It gives you some different poses that you can do. Being a bigger figure, he does have that swivel ab crunch, so you can look back or go back pretty far, go forward pretty far, and swivel back to forth. He has the hip swivel. He does, or the joints on his shoulders let him shoulders go up this far. Now here's the really cool thing is he has an upper bicep swivel, but he also has a swivel at the elbow as well. So you really get a full range in the arms, and I like that. The wrists swivel and they do hinge. He can kick this far forward, which is pretty good for a big figure. This far back, again, pretty good for a big figure. A lot of the small figures don't allow you to kick that far back. He does have the upper thigh swivel, well hidden. When you move it around, it doesn't really stand out like some other figures do. He's got double jointed knees that give you about 90-degree angle. The elbows give you a little less than 90-degree. And of course, the feet can go this far back, this far forward, and he does have ankle pivot. The feet are actually on hinge joint, or racket joint, I should say. So it will mean that if you pose him in certain ways, he won't tumble over with the weight. I'm a little worried about the hips. The hips seem a little loose on my figure, but as you can see, he does stand up fairly well. I am really psyched to have this figure in my collection. Honestly, we happened to be out the other day, and I don't know when this is going up on the YouTube channel, so this could be weeks or months down the road. But we happened to see this at our one of our local Toys R Us, and I got really excited because I didn't think I was going to get the chance to actually pick this guy up, and I really wanted to get him. So my wife encouraged me to actually pick him up along with the Age of Apocalypse Magneto. So I have to give a big shout out to my wife, who encourages me all the time in order to keep on my collection and keep doing my videos and doing the hobbies that I really, really like to do. This is not a job for me. I just like collecting action figures. I like making dioramas, and I like sharing that with you. Anyway, guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, click on that like button. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, click on the subscription button. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.